Well, hello, and welcome to this episode of Barlow BBQ. It's real nice to see you. For today's video, we've got a whole leg of lamb that we're gonna smoke indirect on our Weber Kettle grill. Now we're hoping that we can smoke that lamb until it gets fork tender, just like pulled pork. Now Martha has a really nice seasoning blend that she's gonna put together, along with a mop that's gonna go great on that leg of lamb. So stick around, we have a beautiful day here in Southwest Florida. Let's get started.
All right, let's take a look at our leg of lamb. Now this is a boneless leg of lamb and it's about 3.5 pounds, I think. Here it is. On this side there's like a fat cap, so we're just going to leave that on and we'll cook that with this on the bottom. Now if you look, I put like a whole bunch of garlic. As much garlic as I had, I crammed into this leg of lamb. It's going to be sensational. If you don't like garlic, or if you're afraid that it's going to dry it out, hey, don't do it, but we did that today. We're going to make a little rub for this leg of lamb. I've got some fresh rosemary. And here I have some lemon zest. Now I put this in the microwave a couple times to dry it out. I'll tell you all about it down below in the description box, and you can do it too. It's easy. Throw that in there. About 2 tablespoons of fresh ground pepper. Hey, you can grind it while you're nuking the lemon. Great. A little sugar, if I can get it. It's a little humid today. Stuck to the bowl. There it is. Some kosher salt, and believe it or not, a little more garlic. Okay, get that all in there. And we're just gonna kind of whisk that up. I'm gonna awkwardly do this off camera. All right, and there you have it. That looks great. Perfect for this lamb. It's like the deluxe lemon pepper seasoning. So I'm just gonna pack this right on there. Delicious. Rub that all over this thing. Get it in all the nooks and crannies. Now this part's going to be on the bottom. Let's dedicate more time and energy to this side first. Sometimes I forget. Get it right in there. I know that's gross, but yeah, you got to do it. You can wear gloves, or you can just wash your hands. You do you. Okay, get it all in there. I'm going to finish rubbing this, and I'll see you right back when it's all set and ready to go on the grill. See you soon. Well, there she is. We're going to set this in the fridge and let it hang out while Matthew gets the grill going.
Well, all right, y'all, let's get this grill fired up. But before I do, I want to just go over with you guys the setup that I'm going to be using today. Now, we are going to be smoking that lamb indirect for the duration of its time on the grill. So that means we're going to have our coals over here going on this side, and then over here is where we're going to put the meat once we get the grill grate back on and all that stuff. So this right here that you see, this is a slow and sear. It's essentially a giant charcoal basket, and it fits the Weber Kettle grill perfectly. And the nice thing about it is, as you're going to see, is I've got just a little bit of charcoal right here that I'm going to light. I'm going to dump in the corner, and then I'm going to fill up the rest of my this basket with charcoal, unlit charcoal. Okay. So underneath my chimney here, I've got a little starter. It's a little wax tumbleweed, I think it's what it's called. I just picked these up at Walmart. Really easy to light, burns really well. And so I'm just going to put my chimney right over there. Since I'm only using a small amount of charcoal, I've got it all banked on one side, so it should be easier to catch that way. This charcoal should be ready in about 15 minutes, and then we're going to dump it right here in the corner, fill up the rest of the basket with charcoal, and we're going to be good to go. We'll see you soon. Okay, it's been 15 minutes and this charcoal is looking pretty good. And get my grill grate on here. There we go. I'm just going to rearrange this charcoal a little bit. I just want to get this charcoal all piled up in the corner because I'm going to be adding more charcoal right here. nice chunk of pecan wood here. Throw that on about right there. That's good. So let's get the lid on here. Got both my bottom vent and top vent wide open right now. We're gonna let this warm up, let this come up to temp. I'm thinking we're gonna be cooking today around 300 degrees. So this should be ready to go in about 10-15 minutes, and we'll get that lamb on. Oh yeah, it's been 20 minutes, and I think this Weber is ready to go. We're ready to get this lamb on here. A little breezy out here today, folks. I apologize for the audio. And here comes Martha doing the honors, getting that leg of lamb on there. Wonderful. Now here's the plan. We're gonna let this go for an hour. We're gonna come back out here. Martha put together a really nice mop, so we're gonna mop this in an hour from now, and then in 2 hours from now, we're gonna come out here and wrap this and then put it back on and finish it off. And we're going for tender lamb, just like pulled pork. So we want that lamb to be fork tender. And I'm thinking that's gonna be when that lamb hits around 190 to 200 degrees internal temp. We'll see you in a little bit when it's time to mop. Okay, it has been 1 hour now that this leg of lamb has been smoking on the Weber Kettle here. Temps are looking good, so let's take a look and see if it's ready for some mop. I think so. We're just looking to see if some of the seasoning has set in a little bit. And yeah, I think this is looking like it could use some mopping.
All right.
So Martha's here with some mop action here.
Okay, I made some mop. It's got some butter and some stone ground mustard, the juice of that lemon that I used with all that zest. And that also is a big glug of the wine, the white wine I was drinking.
Looks gonna be delicious.
Great. I'll give you a recipe down below in the description box. Oh, and there's some more garlic in there.
We're just gonna baste this leg of lamb with some of this mop. Then we'll get this covered back up. All right, let's get the lid back on here.
Looks great.
It sure does. And we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Well, it's been 1 hour since we saw you last, and total cooking time up to this point, it's been 2 hours. We put this lamb on around 12:30, and right now it is 2:34, okay? So what we're gonna do now, take the lid off here. We're gonna add some more mop, and I've got my thermometer with me. I wanna go ahead and take a temp, see what the internal temp is on this lamb, and see how we're coming along. So we got Martha here. She's going to apply some more mop. And I got my handy dandy probe thermometer here. Let's see what the temperature is looking like. 135. 136. So I think we're going to give this some more time before we wrap it. All right, so we'll get the lid back on here. Just like that, perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and open up my vents. I got my top vent opened up all the way. I'm going to open up my bottom vent, and let's get some more air circulating, maybe pump up the jam on our grill temp a little bit. And we'll come back in about an hour and see how it's doing. All right, this lamb has been smoking now for a total of 3 hours. It's been 1 hour since we've seen you last. Let's check this out. Oh yeah, looking real good. Got the old probe thermometer here. Let's take a temp check. Let's go right in here. All right, that's reading 152. Not sure if you can see that on camera or not. 162, 163 back there. Yeah, definitely at the point where I'd like to wrap, but I just want to give just a little bit more time for this bark, the seasoning to set right up here first. So maybe let's give another half hour or so, and then we'll get this wrapped up. Stay put, we'll see you soon. Okay, we're back. It's time to check out this lamb. It's been about 45 minutes. Oh yeah, that's looking real nice. This is looking really nice. I got a little bit more charcoal going back there. And what we're going to do now is take this off and we're going to wrap it in some foil. We're going to do a double wrap of foil and then get this back on here. All right, there we go. And here it is, all wrapped up, ready to go. Okay, let's get the lid back on here. Now that this is wrapped up, that should help push us through and help this cook go a little bit quicker. So let's come back out here in an hour and we'll check the temperature and see what the tenderness is feeling like on this lamb. Well, all right, y'all, the time now is, let's see, you see that? 6:36. We put this lamb on at 12:30, so that means we've been going for 6 hours now. Well over what I had originally anticipated. I was talking about maybe 4 hours for this, but we're going to check the temp on this, and I think we're going to be good to go. I think it's going to be finished up here. So we've got a double wrap of foil going on with this, and so I've got the first layer unwrapped here, and I'm just going to go ahead and just poke this thermometer right through. This looks like the thickest part. Feels really good going in, and check that out, 206. Woo! 208 over there on the end, so that's looking real good to me. That tells me that this is going to be tender enough to pull apart. So let me just go ahead and put this first layer back together a little bit here. And all right, Martha's got the cutting board here at the ready, keeping it steady. All right, here we go. Perfect. Now we're just gonna let this rest.
Nice.
Well, all right, y'all, here we are, the moment of truth. It's been 6 hours that this smoked on the Weber, and we've had it resting now for a half hour. As you can see, I've already unwrapped it. There were some juices in the foil, so we carefully transferred that juice into a bowl. So we're going to integrate all that once we get this shredded up. We're going to find out right now what it's going to be like, if it's going to shred. That's the main question. So let's just find out. Let's get in there. Oh yeah, it's shredding. Look at that, y'all. It is shredding. Just got to figure out which way the grain is going here. There we go. Wow, that's just like a pork butt. Look at that. Check that out. I'm gonna tell you what, this is smelling really good out here. This looks really, really nice. Beautiful smoke ring on there. So tell you what, I'm going to finish shredding up some of this here. I'm not going to do the whole thing because it is just Martha and I, so I'm going to shred up a little bit more and mix it up with the juices that we have there. And we'll meet you back here in just a minute for a taste test. Well, all right, y'all. Cheers. Here we are. The moment has arrived.
Hip, hip, hooray.
I'll tell you what, it has been a barbecue day. We've been smoking this all day. We put it on at 12:30. It is now 7 o'clock. Ooh, yeah, so.
Time to eat some lamb.
Time to eat some lamb, y'all. Let's give this a try.
Look, can I just say, just looking at it, let's look at this smoke ring.
Ooh,
wait,
take a look
I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm really not very camerically inclined.
And bring it up a little bit.
Bring it up
there. You can just see a little bit of the,
for you guys,
the purple
would
right
you
up there.
look at this? Holy moly. Wait.
It's got a beautiful smoke ring on there. Yep, now, quick, before you drip it all over the pavers there.
Oh my goodness, don't get on the pavers.
Just going to take a little forkful here. Wow. Oh, that flavor is just really, boom.
Then I dipped in a little bit of that juice. That's great. And I can tell that this is a grass-fed leg of lamb. It's a little, it's almost dry, but not really. I can tell it was a lean guy.
If you're a fan of some sauce, you know, you can mix in a little bit of sauce, but the juices that we got while this smoked is doing the job right now. We will have a recipe for this right below this video in the description box with all the instructions, so you can try this out for yourself if you'd like to. And again, we'd like to thank you for hanging out with us today. We sure do appreciate it.
Oh, I finished mine.
Okay, well, I have a little sip left. I'll take that.
I'll suck on an ice cube.
We're going to wrap up this video. We love you. And until next time, smoke 'em if you got 'em.
That's right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.